Good morning, gang. It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm down on the Barwon River at a place called INVERLEIGH, and we're going to go see if we can't catch an eel this morning. All right, the sun is coming up quick. This is a new spot. I've never been down on this spot before, but we're going to get down there and we're going to give it a go. Let's get the rods. Let's get down here. Try not to fall. It looks quite steep, this bank, but we'll go down here and we'll give it a go. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's somewhere I can set my chair up here. Perfect. This will do. But the rods are ready to go. We've got a paternoster rig on both of them. The same rig I always use. And we're going to get our first rod in just off the bank here. And we'll throw the next rod in just out there somewhere. The sun is coming up really fast. So let's stop talking and get the lines in. Okay, so the rods are in. That first rod there, that's just out in the middle somewhere. And this rod here is about 1 foot off the bank, or 2 foot off the bank, just down there. Now, it's quite a steep bank. So if I catch an eel or something here, I don't know how I'm going to get this out. I might have to take it down that way some more to get it out. It's nice and cold. It's about 4 degrees where I am right now. But this is a new spot for me. I've never fished down here before. Most of the spots I fish up are way downstream a bit further, and there's people everywhere down there. But this is it for this morning. Let's sit back and wait. I think that one's just taken a knock already. Just keep an eye on that line. Nope. False alarm. Line's moving. Okay, we're just going to stay with this one for the moment. It could be wind. There's not much wind out here. Let's just stay with this one. All right, we've just had a hit on this rod. That's the first hit for this morning. Let's just wait. It was only small, but we've just had a hit. See if it comes back. Here we go, here we go. All right, so I've just had the first hit for this morning on that rod there. I'm going to pull that in and check the bait. Make sure the bait's still on there and we'll get it back in. But there's something swimming around. Cool. When I brought that rod back in, something chased the bait back in. So there's something in there swimming around. Could be a redfin, I don't know. I didn't get much of a visual, but something chased it back in. So I've just cast it back in just off the bank. We'll see if we've got any luck there. Fantastic. Now I reckon there's a duck right there behind that tree. Let's see if there's a duck there. It'll scare the bejesus out of everything though, if there is. Yeah, there is. Behind this tree. There he goes. Ducky! Duck! So far it's very quiet on the Barwon River. The sun is just coming up now through the trees there. What a beautiful sunrise. Well, we're not going to give it too much longer down here, and then we're going to start heading upstream. There's a few more new spots I'd like to try today. I'm not going to go to any of my old spots. I'm going to go to some new spots today. So we'll head into INVERLEIGH and we'll find somewhere else. Just got to enjoy this sunrise, I think, and then we're going to move from this spot. Right, this one's moving. Here we go. Here we go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, come on, go again. Here we go. Here we go. Something's playing with it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no, I missed it. Ah. Ah. There was something down there. Anyway, the rod's back in the same spot. Let's see if it comes back. Righto, gang, so that'll just about do it at this spot this morning on the Barwon River. There are heaps of campers and caravans and all kinds of stuff downstream from here. So I'm going to head upstream, and upstream is the Leigh River Barwon merger. So we're just going to go past that, and we're just going to keep working upstream for this morning. So for now, these rods are coming in, and we're going to move off. And we're off. This is an interesting little spot down here. So we're in INVERLEIGH, and there's some kind of old foundations there. We'll have a look at that on the way out. But for now, let's head down. Let's see if we can find a spot on the river down here somewhere. All right, so here's another spot I've just found. This is the Leigh River. I don't know how deep this is, but we'll get a rod out there, and we'll just get another rod out here, and we'll see how we go this morning down here. Great. All right, let's see what happens. Rods are in. There's a whole bunch of spots down here. But anyway, the rods are in right here. There's a couple of seats and stuff here. Let's see if there's anything in this little bit. Might sit down and get away from the bank. Let's see how we go here for a little bit. Okay, so far nothing down here. Let's get these rods in and we're going to keep moving upstream. So far, fishing has been a non-event this morning. It was freezing cold. The sun's coming up now. It's starting to warm up quick. So I'm going to head down here. There's a rabbit. So one of my favourite fishing spots is just down here. We're not going to stop here. We might stop here later, but what we're going to do, we're going to keep heading all the way back downstream, near to where I was before. There's a suspension bridge. And we're going to get a line in under that bridge, and we'll work our way up here, and maybe stop down there towards the end of the morning. But let's head down this way first and see what happens. So there's plenty of access along the Leigh River here. Now I started off at the Barwon River. And I was going to do plenty of fishing on the Barwon River this morning, but there was just campers and caravans and stuff everywhere. So I've pulled the pin on that, and we're on the Leigh River now. And it looks really low. Doesn't look like it's flowing. Yeah. All right, we're here. This is the suspension bridge. And let's start down here somewhere. Let's see if there's any access down to the creek here. Let's have a look. This is what we're starting with. Yeah, there's water flowing. We want to find somewhere that's not an inch deep. Let's climb up here. All right, I'm going to throw some lines in here, I think. We'll keep quiet. We might drop one just there and one over there. Let's get them out and we'll get them in. Okay, both the rods are in. So that one's just out there where I said. This one here is just a couple of foot off the bank. This is a beautiful spot down here. I love this down here. I'll just keep down nice and low. This water is crystal clear. It's flowing. It's probably only a couple of foot deep just on the closer side to the bank here. Hopefully we can snag a trout or something, or a redfin from here this morning. All right, we'll sit back, we'll be patient, and we're going to keep working upstream. All right, hopefully we can get something. Boy, it is peaceful down here. You can hear the birds. There's the odd cow mooing over there. No cars, no people. You can hear the fluttering of the birds' wings behind you. Still no bites or touches on these rods. Very soon we'll bring them in and we'll keep moving upstream. And here we go, we're at the next spot. This one's just out there in the middle of that pool. This one's just in there. And let's get it back away from the edge. All right, so I've had nothing down here, but this is a beautiful spot. And so is that one just downstream. So let's get these rods in and we'll keep heading upstream. This is definitely a spot I'm going to come back to soon. All right, let's keep moving. Let's find somewhere else. We'll keep following this path. Have a look at this spot. Stunning. Have a look at this. So I've just thrown the lines in either side of this log, and we'll kick back here for 5 or 10, and we'll see how we go, and then we'll keep moving up. I have found some beautiful new spots to fish at. This is a really beautiful spot. I'm going to come back to this spot, but for now, no bites, no touches. Let's go. Now we're back down this spot. I've been down here before. I haven't caught anything here before, but we'll give it another go. About 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're going to keep heading upstream. Let's see if there's anything hiding under this tree here. And nothing here. Moving on, let's go. And we're back down here at Old Faithful. I have fished this hole a ton of times. I've caught eel, blackfish, trout, redfin. So we're going to give it another crack this morning. The water is crystal clear through here. Absolutely beautiful. You can see the bottom over there. So I'm cast out over by that tree and just one in the middle of the pool. And let's see how we go this morning, if there's anything in here. Very quiet. This looks like another good cover photo. And we've got nothing at this spot as well. I'm going to pull these rods in. I'm going to go grab something to eat, and then we're going to keep heading upstream. We're not giving up just yet. All right, let's move. And We're still fishless this morning, but that's fine. We've still got about 2 hours to go. We're going to work this right up to about 10 o'clock. So for now, I'm going to dump these rods in the back of the ute. Going to go grab something to eat. I'm starving. And then we'll keep moving. Let's go. Okay, gang. Now, we're in Inverleigh. Now, this shell behind me, that's got fried foods and it's got bacon, egg muffins and all kinds of good gear. I'm going to go grab some of that for breakfast now. Then we're going to head down this road here. That's the road to Winchelsea. And that's going to take us to the Barwon River. So we're going to go to the Barwon River next. First up, we'll go get some food. Look at this. Breakfast burger and a Coke and some dim sims. Beautiful. Oh, chock-a-block. All right, let's get back down to the Barwon River. Let's go. And we're off to the Barwon River. Let's go. Well, how about this for a fishing spot to finish off the morning window? Car's right here. I'll grab my chair out. We'll take a seat here. We'll get the lines in and we'll see how we go this morning. See if we can't get a fish. Let's do it. And we're off down to the river. Someone's kindly put some steps in. And this is us right here. And the rods are in. This one here is just off the bank there. It is a very deep hole here. That's probably 5 or 6 metres deep, maybe deeper. The other rod there, that's just off the bank about 1.5 metres or something. So it's about 9 o'clock. I'm going to sit here till 10. Hopefully we catch something. We'll see what happens, see how it goes. But I've got a big day planned today. So from here, I've got to get out to a metal recycler. I've got some metal that I need to get rid of. Then I'm going to head into the bush. I'm going to do some yabby recon. There's a couple of dams I want to try. And I want to get some target practice done today as well. So hands better from falling on the rock, the wet rocks last weekend. So I'll be able to hold that bow now. But for now, this is what we're up to. We're on the Barwon River, and let's see if we can't catch anything this morning. Just have a look at how beautiful this spot is on the Barwon River. Just stunning. Have a look at it. This rod here, I'm about to bring it in and go and put it over there. There's a spot over there near that fallen down tree, which I reckon will be a nice little spot. We'll leave that one where it is. Let's get this one in. And I've just changed spots because this looks a lot better. I was just there, only just there, about 5 metres down there. But I've just come here. We've got this fallen down tree here, and I thought I'd just drop the rods in around this fallen down tree and see if there's anything in here. Anyway, the window's nearly over. This is where we're going to see it out, right here in this spot. Stand by. Righto, gang. I've missed the hook up, but I'm on the board with this decent sized redfin. Just there in that hole there. Look at that. That is not a bad size reddy right there. All right, there we have it. That's a redfin. I've got that redfin's been gutted and ready to go. So the window's just about over. I'm going to stick back around here for another 10 minutes and then I'm off. But there we go. We stuck it out all day, or stuck it out all morning, and we pulled in that nice size redfin. Beautiful. All right, 10 more minutes and then we're going to head to the metal recycler. It has been a long time since I caught a redfin. The last redfin I caught was the last time I did the trip out to Metcalfe, which would have been a year ago. That was the last time I caught a redfin. That was my PB redfin. I think that was about 36 centimetre redfin. This is actually quite a big one as well. But there you go. That's been a long time since I've caught one, and we finally got one. Right at the end of the fishing window. Right, gang, that'll just about do it down here on the Barwon River. This is the Barwon River. There is heaps of spots to stop here. You can camp down here. There's no fires at certain times of the year, so during your total fire ban, there's no fires, but look into the council regulations for yourself. But there's heaps of spots you can camp down here. Just have a look at this spot I'm in today. This is a spot I'm just stopped here for fishing for the last bit of the morning here. You can set up your tents and your caravans, wherever you want here. There's plenty of spots like this along this section of the Barwon River at Inverleigh. As you can see, there's redfin in here. There's also trout. There's also eels. I've caught tons of eel down here in the past. Also tench. So there's plenty of spots down here. Anyway, that's the first time I've stopped down here at the Barwon River for a long time. I will get back down here at some point. I'll send a tent up and we'll do another adventure of the Barwon River. We'll wait till it gets a little bit warmer, I think. Maybe December, January, we'll come back down here again. So for now, I'm going to get these rods in, all that steel, and we're going to the metal recycler. Let's go. Redfin is on board. Let's go. Let's go. Hi, hello, hello, jumping dogs, yes. Now, all of this steel has to go. We're gonna start loading this up in the back of the ute and get that to the metal recycler. There's quite a bit in there. Might have to do a few trips on this, I think. Let's go. All right, that's the first load in. Don't want to overload the ute. I can't hook this trailer back up because this thing's broken. So I can't drag the trailer down, and that's unsafe to use that. So anyway, the end of an era we're looking at here, gang. This used to be a spaceship. I made a massive spaceship that was for one of my movies, and I'll put the movie right at the end of the video and in the description below. But I made a massive spaceship off this trailer. It was quite big, you know, it had a few stands to make up the rest of the body. But that's the end of it. This has got to go into recycling, and we'll get ready for a new look, whatever that may be. Let's get the recycler. We have arrived at the last spot for today. So I got rid of that steel. That steel's now all gone. And I'm just up here now in the mountain, in the bush here. First up, I'm going to get the traps. I'm going to put them in the dam there. They can stay in there for a while. I'm going to go into the bush here and fire the bow around. And then I'll come back and have some lunch and set up this solar exercise. So let's get the traps in. Traps are in. Target practice. Let's do it. Target practice has not been on point today. Let's see how this one went. Only one hit, and they're all on that angle. That's interesting. Wonder what I'm doing wrong there. Anyway, that's one hit, and the rest are misses. Anyway, some days you're on, and some days you're not. Today I'm not. That's right, we'll keep going. We'll try and get the eye in. Let's go again. All right, I skinned it with one, and then hit it while it was laying down. They're all terrible shots. That one there while it was laying down, that's a good shot. Righto, one more time and then we're going for lunch. Hand's still sore from last weekend when I slipped on those rocks. But that's right, it'll be fine by next week. Let's go right back now. I think we're about 25. We'll go right back in here. I think this is about 30 metres back here, I think. Yeah, this was about 30 metres. You can't even see the can from here, you can barely see it from here. And it's through trees. Here we go. I'll zoom in, I'll show you. All right, so it's through there, right in the middle of the screen there. That's about 30 metres away. Let's see how we go. I don't think that was too bad. I knocked it over with the first hit, and all the others I think were pretty close. Yeah, they're all pretty close. That's not bad. That's what that looked like from back there. All around the area. If that was a rabbit, it's gone. We won't worry about that one there, we'll ignore that one. But if that was a rabbit, that's dinner. One more time, let's do it, then it's lunchtime. All right, I hit it with the first shot and it's knocked it over. And then the rest I've had a crack at while it was knocked over. I don't know how many arrows I've lost here. Let's have a look, see. Okay, so we'll just ignore that one. That one there's just ignored. We don't know whose that one is, that might be someone else's, so we'll just get rid of that. One, yeah, so it knocked, that wasn't bad from back there. Anyway, that's it. All right, that's it, it's lunchtime. That wasn't too bad. Haven't done any target practice in a while, so it wasn't too bad. Lunchtime now. Let's go, and then we'll check those nets. Spicy barbecue chicken, lettuce and cheese, a donut, and a lemon squash. And that is me. Fantastic. And jam donut. Jam donuts are life. Here goes. How good is that? Remember getting these things when you're kids and you're on a family trip somewhere and you're driving down the freeway, down the Hume Highway or something, coming home, and there was always that jam donut truck on the side of the road there on the freeway in the rest area. I remember that. How good was that? All right, let's check these nets. All right, let's just quickly check this scenario I want to try out on the solar here. So I've got this solar set up here. I'm not going to go through it all with you in this video. We'll do it on another video. I won't get technical or anything on you. I'm just going to go through a scenario that I had in my mind last night. So last time I went out camping, and you would know this, you're out camping, Doors are open, doors are closed, lights coming on, lights going off. You might have the radio on. There's all these things going on with your car once the car's turned off that uses the battery. There are scenarios where you might not close the door properly. You might leave the headlights on. You might leave the parkers on. There's a whole bunch of things that could take place that'll flatten your battery or at least take a lot of charge out of that battery. How do you charge it up? Well, you can plug it into the solar and you can charge it up, or you can start the car. And you probably don't want to be starting the car. When you start the car, you're using fuel to use the alternator to charge the battery. So how else do you do it? You use solar. So you can get solar setups that'll charge your car battery. But this setup I've got here isn't designed to charge the car battery. However, I have put a lot of cables in, and in thinking about it last night, I reckon that I'm able to charge my car battery from this solar setup by just moving a couple of plugs here. Because I've got circuit breakers and stuff everywhere, I can move some things around and I can do some switching, and I should be able to charge that battery through my solar on the top of the ute here. And so I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna get all this pulled apart and I'm gonna give it a crack. Now, let's have a quick look in the car at how I know that the charger's charging that battery. Let's have a look. Right, get in the car. Now, I've got 3 voltmeters here. This voltmeter here tells me what the battery's doing on the passenger side of the car. This voltmeter here tells me the car battery, and this voltmeter here tells me what's going on with the battery on the right-hand side of the car. So currently the car battery is sitting static at 12.5 volts, which is fully charged. Now, if I manage to switch everything around in the back of the ute there, this will change. It will change to maybe 13 odd volts, and that will tell me that the solar is charging the car battery. Let's have a go. So the first thing I want to do is turn everything off. I don't want anything on. We'll turn it all off and we'll go back to the start. So turn the fridge off, turn that, they're already off already, and turn that off. That's off. Now, in the back here, this is the DC to DC charger. And in the back here, there's 3 cables that go into the back of it. One's for the solar, one's for the car battery, and one's to charge this battery. This DC charger and the solar is not designed to charge the car battery. It's only designed to charge this battery. So that plug there that's labeled car, that cable goes through this breaker and then goes directly to the battery. And what that does is that cable takes charge from the alternator into this DC charger, and then the DC charger takes it into this battery to charge this battery via the car alternator. Okay, so that cable does not charge that battery. Now, how am I going to do this if this charger doesn't charge the car battery? It's not what it's designed for. You use this secondary charger. This is called a voltage regulator. And this is my backup charger for this battery. If this fails, I can use this. I've got a couple of cables there. So both those cables come down into this area here. So one cable goes to the solar. So this panel here and that panel at the back are wired in parallel. They come back to this breaker here, then it comes out of this breaker, follows all this cable loom here, and comes down here and plugs into the DC charger. Now, what needs to happen is the 2 solar panels need to connect up with this one here that says solar, and that goes up into this regulator. Then the charge from the solar goes into the regulator and should come out of this side here and go down direct to the battery through this lead here. So by rights, I should be able to take the solar cable, the solar cable out of here, plug it into there, the battery, plug it into here, turn this on, and I should be charging my car battery. Here goes. Okay, so they're all plugged in. Now, if I turn this on here, that should give me power to that. Yes, that works. Now, if I turn this on, that should show that the solar's charging. That works. 12.6. So let's see what the car's reading. 12.6. Got 12.7. It's climbing. 12.7, it's climbing. Perfect. Yeah, great. Here we go. So 12.9. So we're getting about, and I've got the panel up there. Right, so we're getting 12.9 volts there across the car battery. Oh, there we go. So we're getting about 12.9 volts across that battery. So that battery's charging. So if you do come across that, or if I do come across that issue out there again, and I need to charge the battery up because I've left the lights on or whatever's happened and I've started to drain the car battery, instead of wasting gas by starting the car and letting the alternator charge the battery, we can just trickle charge it with this solar panel and through this regulator here. This regulator is not the best thing in the world. It costs like $10. but it does the job, you know. It's nothing like the DC charger. That puts about 14.5 volts across this battery here. So there you go, that works. I was thinking about that last night, sitting down. I was like, oh, I wonder if I can do that, if I change a few bits and pieces, and sure enough, it works. There it goes. All right, well, let's pack all this up. I'll get this all set back up again, get the nets out, and we're gonna head back to Melbourne. Nothing in the nets. All right, so here ends today's video, gang. It was a huge day. I got up at 4 a.m. this morning, and I head out to the Barwon River to have a go. I haven't fished in the Barwon River for a long time. That was really good to get back out there. I was going to go and do an overnighter, but it was really windy out there last night, so I pulled the pin on that. When I got out there, there was plenty of campers out there, plenty of caravans. So it's a very busy, very public place. But yeah, it was great to get back out there and get a line in. It was really quiet to start with, and I eventually landed that redfin right at the end of the fishing window. I managed to get rid of some more of that steel. I've got another trip to get rid of steel, I think, next weekend, and that's the end of that. I've got a lot of old production company props and bits and pieces. Now that the production company's closed down, I don't know when it's going to open back up again. So I'm going to get rid of some of these old props, get rid of them, start clearing out and start getting ready for a new look, whatever that look may be, whenever it may happen. So that's next on the cards. So as the weather starts to really crank up out here in Melbourne, it's starting to get warm now, but once it starts getting really hot, I'm going to go and organise an overnighter back out at the Barwon River, and we'll do another Barwon River adventure. You can catch quite a lot down there. There's lots of eels, there's lots of redfin. I've seen trout. I've also seen tench get caught down there, so there's plenty down there. And I'll organise that trip at some time, maybe December or January or something like that, once everything really heats up. Now we've got summer holidays coming up real soon in Melbourne, another 6 weeks away. I've already booked a weekend away in the Otways. I cannot wait to get out to the Otways and have a crack. I've fished out there before, but I'm going to go spend a good couple of days out there exploring. I can't wait for that. That's really exciting. I don't know what's happening next weekend yet. I've got plenty on my list to do. I've started checking that list off. It's starting to look good. So for now, gang, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for coming on the adventure today. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next weekend, gang.